Hello. Uh, I have some progress because I've tested some ways. Here is how it looks from a side. I tested some ways and they didn't work, and I didn't film it because I was concentrated on how to make it. Actually, I had great problem with this arrangement here, with this user interface. Let me show you user interface, button interface, or and as you can see, you can turn these knobs. They are fine. This is how they are stuck to not moving. This is with hole screws, very large. This is how they are built actually, these hole screws, and is turning excellent. Is not moving at all. It's perfect. But this one was a bit of a problem, and I had it has this 7. All my drill bits that I have 6.5, and then another set here of drill bits 6 and 8, but not 7. And 7 is not actually that common as a drill bit, at least commercially. But this screw of this pot come with already screw that is 7 millimeter diameter, and I don't have a drill bit for this. I had to make a very stupid bigger hole. Well, first of all, I made a 8 hole. I inserted this potentiometer in that hole without testing anything before, but the thickness of this board, it was the same as the length of that screw, so I had to enlarge the hole more to actually put half of the potentiometer in that hole, and the screw is somewhere here, and it's quite flush. It's good enough, and it came with this plastic. This is a plastic. Let me point with my trusty knife here. The nut, if I'm screwing it forcefully, everything will stay in place, not moving at all. And that's the method for this one. These two are scrapped potentiometers, and I have big values of them actually. This is 100 kilo and this is 1 mega, and yes, the boards, a new came out. Bravo. One wire came out. These are very extremely stupid wires. They are breaking very easily, and they are stiff. They are probably old, but no, yeah, anyway. And I had to came with this arrangement of the board. I really wanted something that was pointing towards me, like I have already this panel here that is pointing toward me, but is not really flush touching this other side. I wanted it more. It's between. It's not what I wanted, and it's not bad. So it's kind of in the middle. Not that bad, not that good, you know. And originally, you don't see. Actually, let's see on the other side. Yeah, probably. Here and here, I put 2 holes with 2 screws, and and I made a disaster here. My little pads. These are transistor pads, by the way, that are cut, and these are not cut. And I cut them by hand, and it's taking me forever. Literally. Literally forever. I don't cut them anymore. So what I did, yes, I have this, I remember, I had already this metal sheet, metal band, that I put a hole in one side, but nothing in this side. I leave it alone, and bent it like leaving only one square there, and bend it from there. And it was like a letter L, like this, and it was touching the panel there. My board, my control board here was very extreme, exactly as I wanted. Bent it in that diagonally position, and on a side. But then I thought, well, and that was stupid, because you know, when you are designing something, when you are making it from scratch, you will inevitably make some stupid mistakes that you cannot think all the time on everything. So you just have to destroy some materials. But in my case, I repurpose that thing. I rebended it again and use it as a link from this board here to this board, to the main board there. Then I figured it out. If that L shape is static, I cannot solder or get into this area here, because it's fixed, and it was a pain to screw it on and off, and then I said, well, I have a hinge, hinge, I don't know how it's called this. I don't know the name right now in this moment. I get the name, I remember the name after I make the movie or before the movie, but while I'm filming, nah. Hinge, I hinge is called. Yes, good memory. When I need it, you don't help me. So I thought on a hinge, and then I tested a little bit, and then yes, this is how it is, the final version of it, of this rabattable. In my language is called rabattable. That is inclining panel, and it's very practical. I really love it, and I have already tested this, by the way. It's the transformer in its box that I screw it there, and there is the 12 volts here on these two wires, and this is 220 volts, and these wires from this potentiometer are controlling this board, that transistor, and these two wires, the red and black one, these guys here, are the motor wires that are going there. On this working perfectly. Let me solder back again this fucking wire that until I start filming it was fine. In the moment I start filming, it snapped off. Come on. Just to fuck with me, you know. With my movie. Just to fuck with my movie. Okay, so let me solder this wire back again. I will. This is my test cable that I have here, and for the mains, very quick release, and I will plug it and I will show you how everything, and probably I'm not sure if you can see it working there. Probably I will have to put something here to see the air coming out, which is not perfect. A lot of air is coming out from here, from here, from here, from the back of it. I don't know how, but it does. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you see the hole, that black hole there. That's beneath it is the air. The pressure of the air is a little bit bigger, and it's escaping through all those orifices instead of coming all out through this exhaust here. And of course my my wall light is very sensitive to this phone refresh rate of the screen, and is commutating by pointing it, you see. Which is funny, but yeah, it's working. It's fine. Nothing is perfect in this world. Correct. All right. Actually, I will film it. Huh? Yes. It's clear. It's clear enough. And this little shit. Just broke off. Motherfucker. Now I am melting the plastic of it. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is a toilet paper. Very rough toilet paper. It's like sandpaper. And this is how I'm cleaning also here, like this, but not right now. I have a burn mark here today. I managed to do that. Okay. By the way, do you see this blob of solder? I put my finger here. This. Can you see it? That part. With that part, I did like this. Tuck, 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 tuck. On the liquid solder. And the bastard stick with on my skin, and I removed it very quickly with my trusty knife here, which was cold, and but it made a blob of you know, a blob. Beneath it was water. It boiled the skin basically, and I let it make itself grow bigger. As much as it was very small, but it was like a dome, and I pinch it with a scissor. I cut the skin a little bit just to let the water out, and after I let the water out, I squish it until all the water was out. It hurt me like a couple of minutes, 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes. It hurt me a little bit, but after that I just forget about it. And if I didn't touch it for 1 day, it was hurting me if I was touching it for 1 day, but after that, now it's almost. This is the repairment if you get a boiled skin. I hope you you've seen it. So back to the problem, to the issue here. I had that for a long time in me, that burp. Okay. And there's not. Yes, now it's good. This motherfucker, until now it was good. But now when I decided to film it, it broke. Motherfucker. But now it's okay. By the way, this is glued. I think it's funny. It's a bit funny. Let me make a to actually see. No, like this then. That is a very strong shadow there. This is a bit funny. This is looking like it's the brand glued. The brand glued is making this this board, but actually what I did there is I made the shape of a glue, and there then I write the glued name, specifying or reminding me later that this board, this entire cardboard electronic board, and this one as well, are glued to the base here, the wood base. And then I put the name there and some markings. And this one I had to put 2 cardboards. This little thing here was here somewhere. It was way too agglomerated here, and I had to cut up a side from here and put it on the other side here. And everything is glued to another board, cardboard here, the black cardboard you see underneath, and that in turn is glued to the wood. So that's the okay. Let's make the the test for the. Let me show you the test because I did it already, and I really need. But I don't have it right now. Aha! I found it. This is my very good what is called for pipes for gas to isolate the thread through which through a pipe of gas usually, and it's you see how it's very good to determine the flow of air. If I have of a flow of air. Let me put it here for a moment. Let's okay. So pretty much this is it. I don't have to do anything more special than this. I want to show you how quickly you can test come on. All right. Okay. And now it's on, and also you can see the LED there. It's let me close off the lights, and this is and also you can hear it. Unfortunately you cannot see it. And this is me turning from the potentiometer here. You see? It's cool, huh? I think it's very cool. So this is it, all this arrangement. I said to show you actually. So this is the flow of air. This is the minimum. I'm kind of glad right now that it didn't stopped to a halt the ventilator, the motor. So you see, this is very, if this is normal like this, you see this is like a breeze, very fine breeze here. And let's put it to maximum. This is maximum speed. Yeah, you see, if I'm targeting right there, yeah, you see, it's not that strong actually, but it's strong enough. It's not like a turbine, which I had in mind actually, and it's probably the next upgrade for this instrument that I have here. So yes, this is the test to show you. And if I'm putting my hand here, it's not that big. It's like the wind outside that is blowing in a hot summer. You know, like very like a little bit more than a breeze. It's like a double breeze. You know, if you can multiply a breeze air by 2, this is the feeling of the air that is coming out. It's not something that will blow your hair out in the wind, or yeah, you can see my hair actually here. Can you? Nah, nothing moving. Anyway, so this is the part that is working already, that is functional. I have to link right now. I have these 2 wires here for the 220 volts that will come from here to here, that will power this module, and then these 2 brown wires that are coming from the heating element there, and that's it pretty much. All right, and I will finish the test. I will close the test, this test. I power it off. I will take out this temporary cable here, mains cable, and now I will continue to link the mains wires here and show you actually. I want to show you how I'm doing. Okay, a blob of solder run from me. So let me put this back. So I want to show you how to solder, if you don't know how to solder. Let me put this back there. It's a cool project, isn't it? I really like it. Although I have, you know, I have a blower, heat blower, I think it's called. Although I have that the commercial one, that is very good. I did a lot of work with it. But this was a project before buying that heat blower, and I said to myself, well, it's a very cool project. I want to make it, and this is what I'm doing here, presenting it to you here. Is the continuation of that project, that cool project that was in the beginning, and it is a prototype what you are seeing here. And of course it's a pain in my ass to prepare. Always be prepared. Remember my motto. Always be prepared. So prepare everything beforehand, before you don't prepare it on the board there. You prepare it outside the board, and then you just only touch it. You know, you touch it, and you solder it on the spot. And this is how I prepare my wires. And this is the other wire. One detail about this heat shrink part, and this one here, it's coming from this guy that it was a bit more larger, a little bit more larger, and I repurpose it because I'm very cheap. Not cheap, but well, I don't have money, especially in capitalism. You cannot have money if you are a normal guy, you know. If you are a star in Hollywood, yes, but a movie star or a singer or a rock star. But if you are a common guy like me, in capitalism, it's impossible to have money. And it's impossible to have money from what you like to do. I am an artist. I told you already, you know already this. And no money, absolutely no money from anything that I know very well to make and to do. And that I love or like. Maybe love is a strong word, but I like a lot of stuff to do and absolutely no fucking money. Maybe I am choosing the professions that are not paid at all. And I have a very good luck on these professions that are not paying anything. Like my art and like electronics. But if you do, I do like it. I do like these things a lot, and I do them in my own time, and not that I'm working. I don't work. So I don't have a job. What? To be a seller? To sell some shit? In this capitalism? Nah. I'd rather stay home. Do what I like. And as much as I can, you know. Stay with my parents, well, with my father actually. Let's not include the other sides. And yes, this is how this is how I am soldering this, the wires in general. So I'm showing you how I'm soldering the wires in general, and it's I believe it's the common way, but these days there are some weird guys there that are promoting that you must do it in another way, not the normal way like I am doing it. And I believe my way of soldering wires is normal, is the most normal and the most easy to do it, and their ways are just fucking with you. Yeah, they are good guys in general, but for soldering, nah, I like my ways better. With a blob of solder. That's the proper way. Ow, ow, ow. It's getting a little bit hot. So this is the extension, the 220 volts, 240 volts. I'm used to the old style 220 volts. It was 220 volts actually in my country, but they changed it to 240 volts. And let's see if I can bring it under everything here. Yep, yeah, it's good. Yeah, well, these brown wires are not linked. Oh, lucky me! Here is a gap, and it's perfect for this wire. I didn't think anything beforehand. I'm kind of lucky with some, but already it is crazy here with these wires. It is a bit crazy, and I know it. Yeah, well, I will try to make it not that crazy. Look. At least look not that crazy. So this part is soldered here, which is great. And this you should suppose to and this wire came out. You shouldn't came out like this. And this you cannot, because it's then this bented wire here, huh? Yeah. Like this, maybe. Yep, it's good, Now it's good. And you should keep it there. Alright. I'm regulating this. That's good enough. Okay, and I want the blue here and the gray here. So, oh, no time. Perfect. Let me upload this movie, and I will come back. So this is how it's looking right now. Blip, blip. And back to yes, this rabattable panel is gold. is a golden idea that I had. It's a very good to slide it like this, and to be able to work on this already glued boards that are here, and yep, it's a genius idea. I want this wire to go underneath like that. I don't want it up, and I guess let me actually hold it with my trusty tweezers. This is very thick, very occupied tab there. I have a lot of wires in it, and Let me actually put more solder on this guy here, because this is important, and it eated all my solder. Motherfucker. Yeah, it's good enough. It's no problem, I have solder. This is a very good link. Well, you fucked up a little bit, but you have to give it time to solidify there. It wasn't solidified last time when it escaped. And the other guy here, which did I do a good decision? Yeah, it's good. Right, let's do it like this maybe. Yeah, about this board, as you could see, my pad ran away. These pads from this specific board that I'm working right now, this board here, this is a very high experimental board. I glued all of the pads here. So all these pads, the round guys, this probably this one, this one, this one, and this one, are strictly glued to the board and not folded back like this board. This board is having all its pads folded back and clamped. But this is only glued, and when I'm soldering, that glue is hitting and is slippery. But when it's getting cold, is back to being sticky and solid again. And now, if I'm pressing it, as you can see, nothing is actually moving there. So it's very interesting actually. It's called Silly Pitch. Silly Pitch, this is the guy. Is Silly Pitch Silly Glue. It's a Pitch silicone transparent. It's clear silicone glue. Yeah, this is the translation in English. Clear silicone glue. It's very, very, very interesting for my experiments at least. Yeah, you have to experiment with stuff if you want. It's not the best glue out there, but so these are the last two wires to link. These are the coil wires, the most important wires actually. And let's see, I want this thick, longer wire here on this. Come on! Because maybe I have to resync. Or to reglue. Maybe I have to reglue it. What a problem are you making me here? Because I know it's working. I know it's working good enough. Probably okay. Voila. Usually I am clamping down. This is an experimental board that I have here. A risky experimental board because it's directly at 220 volts. Well, 240. But but I think it's okay. Yeah, I could solder directly the wires and with a heating tube on them, but I like to have a logic to follow, you know, and to be clearly visible the logic of everything that I am making here. If it's not logical and it's already is like looking like it's too much, you know, yeah, like this. That guy is floating around, and this guy here. Let's see here. I have to put a potentiometer here, so I'll make it like this. I hope it will be okay in time. No, huh? It is floating. It is floating too much. I think I will switch it. But pretty much right now in this moment it's done. It's finished. At least as a very crude, extremely crude prototype. So this is a prototype what we are seeing right now, and as a crude prototype is it's pretty much it's the basic elementary functionality of it. I am not sure how it will behave if everything will get in flames. Hopefully not, but keep in mind that I have a lot of plastic here, also cardboard, and 240 volts floating around, especially from this wire, long wire here, and some nasty, not nasty, but troublesome pads like this guy here. Only this guy that I'm pointing, this guy. The rest are absolutely fine. Yeah, shit. I'll have to make a clamped pad there. I'll have to desolder it. Yeah, it's shitty. It's a shitty pad, especially for these big wires. It's because of these heavy-duty wires that I have here. I didn't think about it actually. I will think about it how to make it work. I'll come back. I'll come back in a second.